Hello, and welcome to Sloths Love to Read. This is Carrie Ann. Today we're going to be reading a wonderful folktale storybook called Celtic Folk Tales, Timeless Tales from Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and the British Isles. I hope you will enjoy this story. It's written and illustrated by Carrie Ann Jelinek. Hope you have a wonderful time listening, and let's get started. Celtic Folk Tales. The Selkie, Irish Folk Tale number 1. Once upon a time, on the wild and rugged coast of Ireland, there lived a young fisherman named Sean. Sean was a hard-working man, but he was also lonely. He spent his days on the sea and his nights alone in his small cottage. One day, while fishing on the sea, Sean spotted a strange creature in the water. It was a beautiful woman with long, dark hair and a sleek seal's body. She was a Selkie, a creature of Irish legend who could change from a seal to a human form. The Selkie was in distress, and Sean knew he had to help. He rowed his boat closer and pulled her aboard, and when she turned into a human, Sean was struck by her beauty and her sad eyes. She told him that she had been cast out from her Selkie colony and was looking for a new home. Sean took pity on the Selkie and brought her back to his cottage. He gave her a warm place to stay, and soon they fell in love. They spent their days fishing together and their nights talking by the fire. But the Selkie knew that she couldn't stay with Sean forever. She had to return to the sea, to her colony. With a heavy heart, she told Sean that she had to leave, and Sean didn't want to let her go. He loved her so much. He begged her to stay, but she knew she had to return to the sea. She told him that if he truly loved her, he would let her go. Sean knew she was right, and he reluctantly let her go. He watched as she slipped into the water and disappeared beneath the waves. Years passed, and Sean never forgot the Selkie. He still fished on the sea, but he was never the same. He would often search the waves, hoping to catch a glimpse of her. One day, while fishing on the sea, Sean spotted a familiar shape in the water. It was the Selkie. She had returned to him. Overjoyed, Sean rowed his boat closer, and the Selkie climbed aboard. And she told him that she had come back to him because she loved him so much. And from that day on, Sean and the Selkie were together. They fished and laughed and loved, and they knew that they were meant to be together. They lived happily ever after, with the wild sea as their witness. Their love story became a legend passed on from generation to generation, a reminder that true love can overcome any obstacle, even the call of the wild sea. Three Wishes, Irish Folktale number 2. Once upon a time, in a small village in the hills of Ireland, there lived a young girl named Maeve. She loved nothing more than exploring the forest that surrounded her village, and often wandered deep into the woods. One day, while walking through the forest, Maeve stumbled upon a tiny injured fairy. She carefully picked up the fairy and brought her back to her village to nurse her back to health. As a thank you, the fairy granted Maeve 3 wishes. Maeve wished for a never-ending supply of food, a beautiful garden, and a loyal companion. Over the next few months, Maeve's wishes were granted, and her village flourished. But soon her greed took over, and she began to demand more and more from the fairy. Finally, the fairy grew tired of Maeve's greed and vanished, taking with her all of Maeve's wishes. Maeve was left with nothing but her own regret. Years passed, and Maeve grew old and wise. She realized that the true treasures in life were the simple things, like family, friends, and nature. And so she spent the rest of her days sharing her wisdom with the children of her village, reminding them to be grateful for the blessings they already had and to never take them for granted. And story number 3, The Tricky Leprechauns, Irish Folk Tale number 3. Once upon a time in the rolling hills of Ireland, there lived a group of mischievous leprechauns. They were tiny, green-clad creatures with long, curly beards and pointy ears. They loved to play tricks on humans and were known to be quite sneaky. One day, a young boy named Liam stumbled upon a group of leprechauns while exploring the woods. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the tiny creatures dancing and singing. "Who are you?" Liam asked, amazed. "We're leprechauns," they replied in unison, "and we grant wishes to those who can catch us." Excited at the prospect of having his wishes granted, Liam chased after the leprechauns, but no matter how fast he ran, he couldn't catch them. Determined not to give up, Liam came up with a plan. He dug a pit in the ground and covered it with leaves, hoping to trap the leprechauns. The leprechauns, being clever creatures, saw through Liam's plan and quickly disappeared. Feeling defeated, Liam was about to give up when he heard a voice calling out to him. "Hello there," said a friendly voice. "I heard you're looking for leprechauns." Liam turned around to see an old man with a long white beard and twinkling eyes. The man introduced himself as a wise old elf and offered to help Liam catch the leprechauns. Together they devised a new plan. The elf taught Liam a special song that would lure the leprechauns out of hiding. And sure enough, when Liam sang the song, the leprechauns did appear. Overjoyed, Liam wished for a pot of gold, but the leprechauns had one more trick up their sleeves. They gave him a pot filled with acorns instead. Liam was so disappointed, but the wise old elf explained to him that sometimes the greatest treasures in life are the simple things, like friendship and the beauty of nature. And from that day on, Liam and the leprechauns became good friends, and Liam learned that sometimes the best things in life can't be bought with gold. Thank you so much for listening to Sloths Love to Read. This has been Celtic Folk Tales by Carrie Ann Jelinek. I hope you'll find this book at slothdreamsbooks.com, or you can check it out on amazon.com. Also, you can check out our other St. Patrick's Day books on our website, also at slothdreamsbooks.com. I hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day today, and I hope you'll get the book because there's 7 folk tales in there. I only read 3 of them today, but there are 7 total in the book, and they are all just wonderful stories that you will absolutely love. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button so you can hear more spring stories coming up. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now, everyone.